Carolina, where the crowd have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take yours? Taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Clemson's offense. And obviously, defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Turns it loose. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks. Makes a connection. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Touchdown, Clemson! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and the receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Houston Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Abdullah. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Throws to the back. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable, try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Okay, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. First down to start the drive after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those...
Ball is free. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Power football with the run. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Abdullah. Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Houston offense comes onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Just feeds the running back. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The toss to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Clemson! And the beatdown has ensued.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Oh, and he missed it. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Somebody needs back to pass. It's Levis. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quick, it was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Levis. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Sanders. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off-play action on 1st down. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The back goes in motion. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Second and goal for this offense. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On second down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Clemson jumps to the line. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially, David.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas. And pay heed all who enter. And beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jayhawks offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they route. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Come on, set.
The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Got it.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal.
Get set, get set.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 2 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quarterback extends the play. Gets away from one, finds room. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Forced out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They'll snap it from the 25 here on second and long. They'll run play action. He finds his man. And they'll knock him down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Using his feet to buy time. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
3rd and short.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire
Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. Here we go, first play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Ball handed off. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Offense getting set, second down play here. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Back to throw. It's Fuller. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Defense is coming after him. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And the attempt is no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the ball to the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. Important second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion. To throw, it's Fuller. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to run for the first down. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Hunting ready to boot it away. And he boots it high into the air. They couldn't flip the field. They'll down it just outside their own 40. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Pass not complete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
And the Tigers line it up with 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route.
Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. 1st half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Running out of time in the pocket, trying to extend the play. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job of taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Now it's second down here. Looking downfield, it's Fuller. On the run, he'll let it go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
The ball is knocked away from him. That ball could bounce anywhere. But a great heads-up play by the returner to be able to avoid a disastrous play and get the recovery.
Here's the throw deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. The Tigers will crank up the tempo. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's almost picked off. He trusted his arm, but a risky throw. Almost his 2nd interception today.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense recovers, but doesn't make any difference. They're short on the fourth down play. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Quick throw. That's an... on the left side. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Fuller. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So let's see what the play caller likes here on third and short from the +27. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
This one is right through. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, that last possession went for it on 4th down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 1st down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Tight end goes in motion. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. Snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Sanders. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Fuller. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job. And
the catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Alabama. No chance to catch him. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking for a deep completion. Deep shot caught inside the 15. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Bringing pressure. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that play.
To the air, it's Fuller. The pass rush closing in. Breaking free at the 35. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pocket breaking down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They're going to run it. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
He's moving out of the pocket now. He's found some room at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to pass. It's Fuller. And it's incomplete, even on a first. To begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down and goal upcoming. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? They'll look to throw it on third and goal. And the defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. To throw, it's Fuller. Oh, and he dropped it over the middle in some traffic there. Now brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bama. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is
it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point try coming now. And not through the PAT, so the lead is 5. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Here's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional and a large
Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It'll end up being a safety.
Oh, this one hurts, Chris. Right when it looks like you have a chance to get back into this game. Now, keep in mind, even though you've given up a safety, it's still a one-possession game. Now you have to kick this ball off to your opponent. It's going to come down to, can your defense make a stop to give your offense a chance again?
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Lining up to try the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Dropping back. It's Fuller. Trying to create here on the move. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. It gets your hands a little shaky.
He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And the offense will spend the timeout with 27 seconds remaining. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. This will be a challenge. 2nd and goal from the 14. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Home crowd trying to make a difference on 4th down. Looking for 6. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Toledo Rockets will begin with less than ideal field position off that poor return. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. Second down after that previous play.
Here we go. Go.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll try a pass here. Who makes the grab? He'll get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Crucial third down play after that completion. Now we'll run a draw play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Rockets will bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Offense out for the first play of the 22. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Runs through the defender. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. And Kirk, it's Toledo in the lead right now. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Rifles this football to the left. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
It's incomplete. The defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball and man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Using his legs here. In the clear at the 25. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. And the Tigers will line up here on 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes. One score. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and of course most recently Myles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. Finding some room at the 25. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Rockets will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They make the tackle, but that scramble earns him enough yards for the 1st down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. This defense just cannot get off the field. A long march moves on. Running out of time in the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And they'll kick it away here. And the returner is brought down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground here. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Fires it on the move. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield.
He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go. this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate that.
He's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Gets the first and still running. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Gets into space at the 50. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. He's got it at the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball is even thrown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage.
And the result is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. No fair catch. He fields the punt. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. The special teams making a huge impact. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Point after makes the lead 16. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
There's the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quick throw to his receiver. Caught near the goal line.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Ball carrier tackled there. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful.
Team, their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the return starts from inside the 20. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Badgers offense comes on the field first today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Scanning the field, it's Hardy. Caught in the flat by the running back.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
It's caught downfield. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The offense will quickly spend it. after the play.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Looking to make a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Tigers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Clemson. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Quick pass. The catch is made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. It looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the second down play. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary, potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Really a nice tackle, prevented it from going all the way.
Talk about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
When he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? He's inside the 15. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. Fighting Irish taking on a team from the Big 12, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. And the Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. He eludes the rush.
Well, I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
The sack sets up second down. They'll try the right here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but...
And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with his defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Play action here on first down. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive of the national championship in the second half. See a one-on-one matchup, trust your quarterback and receiver, and take shots downfield.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Bringing pressure. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
The pass rush closing. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Second down after that completion. Here comes a handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Costly holding penalty there, backs him up 10 yards. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Locates the tight end, it's complete. Good execution, gets a block and gets the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Keep it on the ground, there's the handoff.
Or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Running back has it on a screen now. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Hits this one off in the second half.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit it for a big touchdown.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a 2-point conversion and extend the lead to 3. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he'll run it into the end zone. The lead up to 3 points now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
He just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going to pull it down and run. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it. Puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaks the tackle, gets it. No shot to bring him down.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's got it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. The coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First down. We're going to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set. It's second down. He'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Crucial moment late in the game. 3rd and inches. Which side can impose their will? Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. Empty set now, 5 wide. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Winton. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up 2nd down. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Here it is, 1st and goal. They need 7 points to take the lead. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. 2nd and goal for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here?
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense, ears pinned back. They tackle him right there at the 3. And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Rolling the dice a bit. Up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Clemson Tigers.